So basically, here we go. This is the title screen. Of course, it's not one of those visual novel games, of course, where you might be accustomed to its visual art design. This seems a lot more darker toned, let's just say. Alright, so now we're gonna get started here. We're gonna see how this game is. And friend, good. Okay, so this game saves automatically. You can pick it up where you left by selecting continue from the main menu. That's nice. That is a nice feeling. Chapter 1. Let's see how this game is.
I had a dream this morning, but I can't remember what it was.
Ooh, there is voice acting. Well, what you know that? A visual novel with voice acting in it. Well, in this case, I better turn it up. I better turn it up and just make sure that people can actually hear the spoken dialogue in this case. Let me know if it happens to be too loud or too quiet still. So this is Evelyn.
It all vanished when the alarm went off.
Okay.
First time that's happened in a while. I've been drifting away inside my own world for too long.
Okay.
It's time for me to wake up.
Apparently this game won for best storytelling for one of its awards. I'm not sure which one that happened to be. I'm gonna look at that up real quick. I don't think this game is well known for a lot of individuals. But, oh yeah, here we go. It was nominated for best storytelling at the 2019 Golden Joystick Awards and for the Samuels McNally Grand Prize in Excellence in Narrative at the Independent Games Festival Awards. So it doesn't look like it won, but it was nominated. Okay. What does this art style remind me of? Something. I like the movement around here. Already you can tell that this visual novel seems more alive than other ones, besides normally a good amount of visual novels might have more static backgrounds, but you can see the prompter here that's saying next stop Capitol Hill Station. You can see these swinging back and forth. You can see the train moving as these lights go by. I mean, that's a nice attention to detail right there. I like the effort. Oh wait, now it's voice acting. So I'm gonna try and emulate what I heard. So it must be limited voice acting lines. What are you supposed to do on the light rail? Huh. Use your phone, I guess. Or look around. Oh, what do we got here? Ooh. Yeah, I have to say the artwork is definitely striking right now. Oh, so looks like she might have left a job. You will do it. I believe in you. Dear Evelyn Ishino Aubry, congratulations! You are taking the first step on the exciting and rewarding program in the Shikanda family. Please show up promptly for your orientation meeting at 9 a.m. Friday, January 3rd. The name Ishio Audrey Evelyn. Title Proxy, Level 1. Classification Contingent Staff. Contract Agency Capstone. Location Eliza. Oh, so that's the name of the game. Eliza Counseling Center. So that's where it gets the name of the title. Queen Anne, Seattle, Washington. We are looking forward to working with you. Proxy Coordinator Center. Shikanda Incorporated. Evelyn, we want you back. Oh, so she hasn't been to a fitness. Was there something we said? Evelyn, we noticed you haven't checked in for your customized personal training plan at Avalon Fitness in the last 971 days. We get it. Life doesn't always move in a straight line. That's why we're offering a special 25-point bonus to your Avalon Prestige if you check in again within the next 2 weeks. There's never been a better time to get your health back on track. God, lady, I know that you used to be a personal trainer. Did you oftentimes have to send these emails to people that haven't stopped by or haven't requested your services for quite a long period of time. I can't quite remember. That's the only details that I used to actually go by in this case. Because I don't... This phone design kind of looks unique. I wouldn't mind an interface like this, in all honesty. So, And of course, they had to come up with their own logos. They couldn't... Oh! Solitaire. I'll give this game another try soon. Oh, freaking yes! Ha! I knew it! Cold calls all the time. Yep. Oh, but I want to play this form of solitaire! Fine. Must be commuting to work. Maybe it's her first day at the new job, too. Seems unlikely. Let's see. Is she sleeping? People would pay money just never show up for sessions, so I want to get... Ah! That sucks. That they're not committed to actually going through with it back in the day, and you wouldn't get a scrap of payment because of it. I hope she doesn't miss her stop. Let's see. Wait. Oh, these are the oh, so they mark already the points in which I can interact with. So I see this diamond shape around here. So I forgot how difficult getting around this city can be sometimes. All right. So at least in this case, they basically say, hey, there's only a few points of interest that you need to interact with. You don't have to click on every bloody thing around you. I mean, that can probably take a whole lot of writing in order to incorporate, but does it really add much to the plot? Then again, some of those, I don't know if it really added much, but we'll see. We'll see. Eliza, powered by Shakanda. It's so strange to see it like this. Okay, what should I be doing here? Should I check in at the front desk? Wait, that's the woman I met at the orientation meeting last week.
Hi, you're Evelyn, right?
Ah, and your name is Ray.
You remember me? That's impressive.
Ooh, so they do have voice acting for some of this.
There were a lot of people at that orientation.
Yeah. I guess they only recognize the most top-of-the-line creators.
Of course. I've done this for a while now, so I'm pretty good at putting names to faces.
Oh, I'm not good with that. I am horrendous at that.
People always say they're bad at it, but it's a skill you can practice just like any other.
Tell that to me, because I still am struggling to this day, especially when I try to commemorate it to memory.
In case you forgot, though, I'm Ray.
Hello, Ray. Are you gonna be my ray of sunshine in this possibly bleak game?
Come to me with all your questions, comments, complaints, whatever.
Huzzah!
And if you look around and can't find me, I'm probably at one of the other 2 counseling centers I'm running right now.
Ah.
So you can count on me being back soon.
Can I count on you and being front? Up front? Being honest, transparent? That is always essential for a
3
workplace.
centers. Sounds like a lot of work.
Oh, it is a lot of work. This is kind of a temporary thing. We're growing fast, and hiring is one of our big challenges.
So, 3 centers.
That means there's decent opportunity for advancement here, if that's something you're looking to do.
Maybe. I guess I'm interested in seeing what this is all about, this AI counseling program.
Interesting.
Shall we
Yes.
start with a quick tour of the office?
Yes, please, do show me around. I want to see that water cooler right over there. Ray starts with the tastefully appointed lobby. There are a few people already waiting for the counseling sessions to
You
start.
could say the Queen Anne office is Eliza's flagship location.
Oh, the Queen Anne office?
It has 12 individual counseling rooms. Currently, we're up to seeing almost 100 clients a day here.
100 clients? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Especially depending on how long they stay open for business.
100 a day? That's so many.
Yeah, no bloody kidding. Can they handle all
The growth
that?
trend isn't stopping either.
Must be the advancement in this counseling program.
Demand for Eliza keeps exceeding our expectations, especially here in Seattle for whatever reason.
Isn't Seattle mainly dealing with a lot of rainy weather oftentimes? I have never been to Seattle, Washington at all, and all the times that I've actually looked up images of it, it's always like cloudy or rainy over there. I actually used to have a aunt who would live there actually, and she mentioned how it was always pouring out over there.
We're already looking at adding more capacity here. Either that or opening another location close by.
Oh jeez, so you got the 3 locations and you're already pondering on the aspect of opening up another location. Well, I guess with 100 customers you get a day, I suppose that does take some precedent.
Personally, I think having a single office with 24 counseling rooms might seem a little unfriendly, so I hope we go for a second location.
Oh, so they must have it all within one building then, and then the second location would probably have another 3. I guess I misheard that.
I like to think of Eliza centers like cafes or coffee shops. A few small ones is better than one big one.
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
But I prefer it make dollars. God damn it. Counseling centers like coffee shops? Odd metaphor. Ray leads me into one of the counseling rooms. Alright, we get to see what they look like.
And here's where the magic happens, in these little rooms.
Well, I guess with the way that it looks, it definitely signifies something of a counseling vibe. You got the picture of something abstract on the wall. You got the somewhat shaded light. You got the... Is that a ficus plant? Is that a ficus? I can't even tell for a moment. I don't know anything about my plants. Why does that look like a ficus to me? The ones that you normally find in a lot of office or doctor or medical settings. It does look like a ficus to me.
You'll get your assignments from the Eliza app on your phone.
Oh, I did see that app on my phone.
Oh, one thing to note, it's always a good idea to double check the headset to make sure it's working properly before you dive in.
Okay, I have to make a good note of that. They have to tell us this. So, remind me, before we try to introspect headsets, make sure to double check it. Make sure that I'm not basically have the wrong settings on it.
Quality control issues lately.
Okay, and that too.
After that, all you need to do is initiate the session and follow the instructions.
I hope that I can do so diligently and without any mishaps.
Make sense so far? Any questions for me?
Let's see. Well, I guess it doesn't really give you time to make questions. I guess Evelyn, the person that I'm making the decisions for, already seems to have a good grasp of the situation. So I just have to comply. It's like, yeah, I think I got it. Seems simple enough. Yeah.
Seems simple enough.
Yeah, it's really foolproof.
I hope so. Technology nowadays, there's always some caveats.
Before I go, just a few reminders of things we covered in orientation.
Okay.
No deviating from the script that Eliza gives you.
No deviation. So basically, if someone wanted to be a pretty princess riding atop a unicorn in the sparkly fantasy setting, and I changed it up to some hardcore vibes, that would be deviated from the script. Got it. I'm not even entirely sure how they go about this consulate program. Like, does it deal with those that may have, like, mental illnesses, like therapy? Well, I guess I didn't really dig too deep because I wanted to be surprised by the overall vibes this game might possess.
No checking your smartphone or anything else that would take your attention away from the client during the session.
Well, yes, no playing solitaire. I would never think about basically pulling myself away from a client or person that we support, which, honestly, for the work that I normally do, we tend to use the phrase people we support instead of client, which I feel like it puts a bit more of a positive vibe to the whole aspect, because client for a lot of people can seem like a very filthy, consumeristic word for some people. It makes them feel filthy or throughsy in some sense. Okay, so no using the smartphones during a session.
Yes, I understand.
Ray stops for a moment and looks me over.
It looks like you're dressed acceptably as well. Nothing snazzy, but it'll do.
Well, good. I'm glad that you approve of my hooded sweatshirt, zip-up sweatshirt, and lawn blue jacket. And my lovely short hair. Yes. You approve of... Oh, I thought she had freckles. Never
You
mind.
wouldn't believe the outfits some people come in here wearing.
Oh, you mean some good old hardcore edgelord outfits like a good old fashionable goth with many bracelets that are spiked, like big moon boots and some snazzy belt accessories? So, have you seen Sora as of late?
Okay, let me double check to make sure you're all set up in the system.
Ray takes off her phone and swipes a few times.
Yep, looks like you're all good to go.
Yay!
Okay, ready to start your first counseling session as an Eliza proxy?
I guess I have no choice. Well, at least they give me the options like, I'm sure I don't quite understand.
Sure.
All right, I think I got this.
Don't worry, there's basically nothing you can do to mess it up.
I hope not.
You just follow the prompts. It's a really impressive system.
Normally, when the company breaks about their system, you know something seems to be wrong underneath the surface. Unless they really like to boast about it. It's like, oh, look at how good our service is compared to yours. Look at all the innovations in our user interface, the way that it counteracts hacking and malware and all that jazz. Hoo-hoo! You can't touch our interface. No, no, no.
If you want, have a look around the counseling office first. Get comfortable.
All right.
I'll check in with you afterward.
Surely. All right, so. Okay, now I can interact. Ooh, what's this? Oh, okay, so that's the proxy. That's the app. So let's look at here. Do I want coffee? Actually, I think I'll skip it. You are a trooper like me. I don't drink coffee at all in the morning. You are a bloody trooper. High five! Oh, wait, I can't raise my hand right now. It's too absorbed in the game. I hope spring comes soon. You and me both! At least the days are getting longer now. Yes, they are. Especially, I guess I picked this to play this game at the right time. So there are dozens of these locations already. Shikanda is putting some serious investment into this. All right, is there anything else with a good old-fashioned... No, I think that's it. All right, let me look at this. So welcome. Dear Evelyn Ishio Audrey, thank you for signing up as an Eliza proxy. Eliza is a rapidly growing counseling service driven by the world's most advanced AI. As a proxy, you serve as the personal touch that allows our clients to hear what they need to hear from a real human being, not a robot or virtual avatar like our competitors. This is the official Eliza app for proxies. In it, you can view important messages for Shikanda, your session history, and your current level and badges. Express your experience helping people help themselves with Eliza. Proxy Coordination Center, Shikanda Incorporated. Okay. Well, thank you for the importance. Stick to the script. As Eliza counseling centers continue to open across the country, I want to take a moment to remind all provider proxies, please avoid deviating from the provided script. I know that it is tempting to come to conclusions about clients on your own, but Eliza will not work if proxies differ from its judgments. Keep in mind that you are present only in order to provide the human touch to an interaction that is fundamentally between the client and Eliza. Continued violation of this policy may result in reprimand or even termination. Thank you for your attention. Ed. Thank you, Ed. All right. So we got that taken care of. Let's go ahead and continue. Time to get started. It really looks like a therapist's office in here. Soft lighting, soothing art on the walls. Yep, it certainly does. Honestly, I think I needed an alien woman's face on here. Oh, you worked at scripted jobs too. Was it a proxy position or was it something entirely different? I think this is the first time you ever mentioned this to me, unless I am maybe mistaken or you have informed me. I just completely forgot. Was this how I imagined it working? I can't remember anymore. The future happened without me. Welcome to Eliza. The headset activates. Alright, so let's see. The name is Darren Willows. Introduction. Oh, call centers all have scripts. Oh, so the scripts that I have to oblige by. So maybe you can give me some encouragement then, because it looks like I'm doing a job that you used to have in the past, except with more advanced technology. The dressed-looking man shuffles into the room and sat down across from me. Alright. Alright. So it looks like your heart rate is at 77, respiratory 17. Oh, so we can actually determine what this, if the voice is in distress? Emotion, receptivity. This is unique. Hello, Darren.
Hello, Darren.
Hi.
Okay. Doesn't seem to be too bad. So basically, I'm just following the instructions from this headset. In all honesty, it's like I can't really provide much of my own free will to this. I guess you can say that this could be an easy job for some, but well, hopefully they don't think I sound monotonous.
You found the place okay?
Yeah.
I wonder why this person is here. Yeah. This game already knows basically what's living in Seattle is like. Ah! Not that I would know, because I don't live in Seattle. You crazy? Or maybe I am crazy for not wanting to live in Seattle. Just like a call center. Yep.
Hope you didn't get rained on too much.
No, it was fine.
When I look at these, I like the way that it records the audio and how it sounds, because this reminds me of whenever I would normally record audio for a friend of mine's voice acting provider. I use Dark Audacity, which is like a different version of Audacity without all of the apparent spyware and malware that's now apparently officiated with the product. This is like utilizing all the resources, except it's not filled with the crap that Audacity apparently has. And it's kind of neat to see, you know, the stress within the vocal range. Like if it's going to peak quite a bit going forward.
It's been raining a lot, hasn't it?
No response.
It's supposed to clear up later today.
Oh, that's good.
He doesn't seem very interested in all this backseat talk. Like empty speaking.
Little sun once in a while. But...
Hello, Chisanore Marco. Greetings and salutations to you. Hope you are doing well. Welcome to the stream. We are a proxy at the moment, trying to console this man who appears to be having some problems in their life. Oh, and we're gonna find out what it is.
Darren, what brings you here today?
Well,
Okay.
I just feel empty inside.
That's relatable.
Like there was supposed to be something there, but it's missing.
Oh, laryngitis. I'm sorry to hear that. Please make sure that you get plenty of rest in the meantime. And no worries if you happen to skip out on the stream. I just want to make sure everyone gets a good amount of rest to recover and from any sort of illness that they may have.
I go to work, I do my work, I go home, but there's nothing there.
The voice acting is very good for this so far.
I feel like I'm simulating a person. Like I feel like just hollow and like I'm not even alive.
Well, that's the thing when it comes to streaming. Oftentimes, especially for me, I basically stream as a hobby. I don't really see this adventure as a way for me to get popularity or to gain some money because I hardly if ever get paid through this platform. So oftentimes I don't really have a huge audience that comes by. There are some streams in which I only have an average of one person, and that's not even accounting for myself just viewing the stream to make sure that there are individuals, or just to make sure that everything is working accordingly on my end, because I normally keep a screen up in case I need to put things on slow-mo, if I need to ban anything, or that regard. But yeah, I do enjoy doing this, and I don't really see it as a monetary gain for my part. And if it happens to come to that point, well, wonderful. But if you do like streaming, don't give up on the prospect. Just don't think of it as basically something that you are expecting to get a career out of. Because I have seen a couple of people, especially within my community, that kind of have that mindset going in to it, and they just end up graduating or getting off from it because they don't see the results that they have been looking for. Yeah, I feel like this game in particular is going to seem interesting. A lot of indie games have very unique mechanics or stories that go alongside it, which is why I play a lot of them on here. So yeah, don't give up hope. In the meantime, if you are not seeing the results that you are looking for in terms of streaming, just consider it as a fun prospect. If you currently have a job right now, whether it be part-time or full-time, don't quit it just yet to go for a streaming platform, because streaming is very overly saturated with a lot of different streamers, and it can be very hard. I'm probably am a victim of this too. It can be very hard to discover a new streamer, especially if they're playing a very obscure game, probably like this one. It's definitely no Elden Ring or Horizon Forbidden West or even Lost Ark, which two of them are definitely games I want to play in the future, but I don't think I can afford them right at this moment. So yeah, if you like streaming, just don't give up hope. Just continue to stream like you enjoy it. But if you feel like you're having some doubts about the whole process of streaming, if you feel like it's not fun for it anymore, there's nothing wrong with letting it go. Because your mental health in the whole prospect is always important.
Like a ghost or something.
Oh, no. I don't expect anyone to buy games for me at all. So make sure that people are, especially yourself, are in a good financial situation before anyone basically buys anything from me. I mean, yes, I do have a throne, which you can do exclamation point throw, and you can see my wish list through Amazon and whatnot, but please remember that throne, especially if it's not a... You know what? I never played Geometry Dash. Nothing like that at all either, to tell you the truth. I have heard of it. Never played it though. So this person feels incredibly hollow, like there's nothing fulfilling for him. So let's find out more about it.
How long have you felt this way?
For a long time.
Oof.
It comes and goes, but the last 2 weeks is when it really started to get bad. It just suddenly came over me the way things are going in this world. There's no future for humanity. There's no journey toward anything.
I wonder what led him to view this mindset.
Cruel to each other just to be cruel.
Mm-hmm.
The people who run things don't care about anything except themselves, and can't stop them.
There are cruel people in this world, but that doesn't mean you can stop being cruel.
Greed.
Or
just greed.
Okay, so there's a lot of oh, yep. So it looks like you can see right here, like on the left-hand side, like hollow, cruel, greed. I guess they're picking up, analyzing those terms that's like, they signify it as negative. And I guess they're gonna chop up what's the next response.
Everyone wants to win, everyone wants to get rich, and we're all gonna die because of it.
And there's another word. There's another word right there.
The damage we're doing to the planet is irreversible.
Yep.
We're destroying everything, and we can't even manage to stop ourselves.
And there are people out there that basically don't want to listen. So it's like very relatable. Alright, so we're gonna inquire basically, do I remember anything in particular that caused these emotions?
Do you remember anything in particular that caused these feelings?
You know what? What you just did, Marco, is something that I normally would do all the time within, like, Discord. I would always put a picture of a face, and then a shirt, and then pants, and then shoes, or then a kickboard, like a skateboard, right on the bottom, like, do a flip! Kick flip! That kind of actually reminds me of that.
The state of the world is what's causing these feelings.
Oh, are you sure? I mean, yes, state of work can be one of the... Okay. Hope everything goes well. Take care in the meantime. So, yeah. I mean, the state of the world can be one implication of how things are going good for individual, but oftentimes there's much more within the mind or other circumstances that come into play rather than just the state of the world.
I was on a walk the other day. I thought maybe I could clear my head.
Normally that does the trick.
And all I could see was construction cranes and new development and oceans of money flowing in, distorting everything.
So you started to have a commercial mindset of the things that you see while walking. Am I becoming a therapist? Am I trying to diagnose without listening to the proxy right here? I don't think I'm doing a good job.
Suddenly the whole city felt so damaged, so corrupted.
Maybe I should do a better job listening, because listening can go a long way for trying to decipher people's inner issues.
I felt like I was an alien in a hostile world, a world that hated me.
Dr. Cuddly. Yeah, give me... I'm trying to think. Is there a type of eyeglass wear that doctors would wear? Not a monocle, but isn't there something that they normally wear? Like a particular speck of glasses? I know they wear those masks, of course, like they normally would, and the face shields if necessary, but I'm trying to think, is there a particular set of glasses that a doctor or a surgeon would wear, or a therapist? Yes.
And we're building it. We're building this hell. We're choosing to build it right here, so...
Oh.
So what's the point?
Okay, so I can definitely notice some distress. Would they be considered nerd glasses? Would they? I thought they would just be a different term in and of itself if that was the case. I thought there was like a particular phrase to utilize for that, but... maybe nerd glasses would be the way.
Probably overloaded your system with that, huh?
Maybe. I mean, you got distorting, damaged, corrupt, hostile, hated, hell. Oh yeah, look at this. Forced reflow during execution, 273 milliseconds. So even he is seeing the flaws of the entire thing.
Your machine learning or whatever it is you got going on in there.
Let's focus on you for the moment.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, that's a good way to go about it.
Are these feelings you're experiencing affecting your ability to function at work?
Or just in your personal life?
I haven't been doing a whole lot of work. I just don't understand why I should bother. Why anyone should bother. Nobody in management's noticed yet, but eventually someone will. I'll get fired.
Interesting. So it doesn't look like he has a good, solid mindset when it comes to work, because he feels like his superiors are always feeling like he's not going up to the task, which is unfortunate for a lot of companies. Like, they see you as disposable and oftentimes, so it kind of makes you wish that more companies treat you with fair respect.
And how does thinking about getting fired for that make you feel?
Oh, so he was fired.
Honestly, I'd feel good about it. They don't deserve me dragging them down.
Oh, so now he has this Low self-esteem, it looks
Everyone
like.
there is smart and motivated and has a wonderful, promising career. You have beautiful, successful people.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so it's also picking up on the positive ones. Too bad that the positive words are being utilized on other people and not himself. That's the thing. Why aren't you picking up on that, Eliza?
We moved to a swanky new building, expensive area, fancy restaurants, fancy bars. Everything is nice.
They say expensive as a negative thing. That's interesting. So, I suppose, what would be a positive connotation on something that is pricier? So, I don't think pricey would be a positive way to go about it. Luxurious, maybe? Would there be a positive inspect on something that is higher in price?
Everything is nice and I feel terrible.
There's your that.
You said you believe your coworkers are happy.
Upscale. That probably could be a word to positively go about, something that is basically something that is not easily affordable in that case. A lot of items can be considered upscale in regards to the worth. So that's a good term.
Yeah, I mean, way more than I am, at least. They're all doing so much better than me.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask. Good job, Proxy. I was just gonna ask, why do you say that? What do you don't have that they do? Like, it's something more than just materialistic goods?
Why do you say that?
Because they just aren't bothered by things the way I am.
And what made you get bothered by these
They
things?
see what's going on in the world and they just share memes about it and laugh and go on doing their jobs.
So they seem to use memes as a way to basically offset the negativity. I mean, there are people who utilize memes. Like, memes can be so simplistic to really make up, and oftentimes they can use the same template, but memes can assist, even though a lot of people might find them unimaginative at times, to kind of really offset some sort of negativity vibe or just make fun out of a serious circumstance. But then again, when the serious circumstance is so overwhelming, it's often told that, hey, you might not want to make a joke out of that yet. Today's climate, probably a good example. I'm just hoping everyone stays safe because it's madness.
The real horror of it doesn't get through to them. They still want to achieve their goals. They're still happy.
I guess I don't see you clapping your hands then, if you're happy, and you know it. And it doesn't seem like you're clapping your hands, or clapping your cheeks, or clapping your butt cheeks. Sorry, I'm making fun of a rather serious circumstance.
Getting promotions and falling in love and getting married and taking these wonderful trips to Japan or Sweden or wherever.
Oh, well, look at that. That's, it looks like he had some, distress there, or some irritability.
Big mountains and expensive food on their timeline.
Does he know that they have expensive meals? Because he doesn't seem like he would be happy with those things. Well, let's find out.
Would you be happy if you had those things too?
I don't know. I don't have them.
Well, if you did have them, this is a hypothetical question.
I don't have anything to be happy about.
Really?
Look, all I want is to understand why this is happening, why I'm here.
Yeah. I mean, it's not as simple as to fully decipher the problem right away.
There has to be a reason, right?
Normally there is, but it takes
Because
time.
otherwise, why do I exist? Why? This pain, this one thing after another, and what's the point? Do I have any cause to be hopeful about anything? Look at this world. Really look and tell me with a straight face that there is.
Okay, Darren.
Okay, Darren. Let's try something. Imagine that things are better for you. What does that look like?
What does that look like? I don't know.
Well, think clearly now.
It looks like knowing that something matters at all. But nothing I do will matter. Nothing matters. Not against the face of human indifference. This absurdity.
Now you can tell his heart level is spiking up. His heart rate is spiking up, most certainly here. Absurdity, indifference. Yep, increased agitation, so he is getting more.
Are there any other things that come to mind?
Like what? I wish I could talk to people. Really talk to people, have some actual communication.
Yeah, he does seem like he's very depressed, most certainly.
Like right now, I wish I could talk to you. To you. You as a human being. But I can't. You're just following the script that's been given to you. You're not supposed to say anything on your own. Look, I know how this works.
Then why are you here if you know how it works? Were you expecting me to do something different?
It's just a bunch of AI, machine learning, deep learning, whatever the fuck you're calling it now.
Oh, yep. Look at that heart. Oh, it's in the triple digits. It is. Oh, no. No.
Look, I'm desperate and I can't even talk to a real human being.
I kind of wonder why you decided to come to us, though.
How did it end up like this?
Oh, uh-oh. I hope it doesn't get any drastic. I hope this doesn't come into any... Oh, is this the right phrase to utilize? Please try to stay focused. I can't help you speaking clearly. I think I would have said something much more different than this phrasing. Like, for example, I can understand your frustrations in the meantime, or let's try some deep breathing exercises to keep you under wraps. And we'll talk about more about what issues are kind of underlying there.
Please, try to stay focused. I can't help you if you aren't speaking clearly.
That kind of makes me wonder then, what you mentioned there, Cat Lady Crates. What if Eliza, since it's kind of expanding, what if it's only one of the only outlets that people can go for counseling? It didn't specify that there are other, well, they said that there were some competitors, but they didn't mention how much of a rivalry they have or how they conflict.
No. Look, I'm done with this. Like, I shouldn't even have come. This is
Oh no,
making me
oh no,
worse.
oh no, oh no.
Why can't you just talk to me as you?
Oh no.
You, the person sitting there. I don't want to talk to a machine. The person who's sitting in front of me, I want her to say something. I want that person to say something. Please. Anything. Please. Please.
Okay. Hi, Darren.
Is that really you?
Wait. So the proxy is already... Looks like the proxy is already learning.
Yes, it's me.
You're not following the script right now? Wait, say something weird. Say something only a human would say.
Darren, I'm going to get in trouble if I deviate from Eliza for too long.
No, I know, I just...
My real name is Evelyn.
Yeah. Well, it's, nice to meet you, Evelyn.
Okay, so
I
it
didn't
looks...
expect you would actually do that. Do that for me.
I don't know. It basically, the proxy was the one that lended out the script, so I am still under the proxy's control, so this is a little bit iffy. It kind of makes me wonder, oh, at least his heart rate went down to the double digits again. That's reassuring.
I'm not used to people doing things for me.
Okay, Darren. I have some recommendations for you.
Back to the program, huh?
Y'all breathing exercises.
First, I'm going to send a set of breathing exercises for you to do. Use them when things start to feel like too much. You'll find them in the Skanda Wellness app on your phone. Second, I recommend asking your doctor or psychiatrist about Anexafen.
That must be a medication for depression.
Based on my analysis, this medication might help you feel better.
Evelyn. That's a nice name. Look, I'm I'm sorry. Thank you.
Please confirm that you understand the recommendations.
Yes, I did. Thank you.
So now he's a bit upset that it went back to the program. But at least his heart rate is down much more.
Thank you, Darren. We hope to see you back soon.
Something tells me, is this really a good benefit to basically have for a program to help out with troubled individuals? I could see this being as very isolating. If I were to be coming to a room with a proxy response that seemed like empty.
Yeah, I will. I mean, yeah, I will.
Thank you for speaking with Eliza, your personal counseling partner. Goodbye.
Yeah. Bye.
But at what cost? Okay, so it looks like we got to level up. No rating given. We are gonna... Okay, so these are the badges that... Yeah, oftentimes it is. There's not a lot of personal connection when it comes to going to a psychologist. Which is why in the past, I tried to go for that kind of thing, but due to, lack of connection, that's why it never really was a source for me to basically help with my mental capabilities. That doesn't mean that if you are currently within these kind of health sessions, and if it's working for you, don't go ahead and just cancel them. It just works with people for years. Wow. That was intense.
Hey, how'd it go?
I don't know.
Why? What happened? Hold on, I can check the log.
Ray takes the phone out of her pocket
You're
again.
going to listen to the session? Is that okay?
Yeah, I thought that was confidential things. You can't, probably because it's the company, they can oversee that.
Oh yeah, I have privacy clearance.
Good old privacy clearance. So if I stray too far from the path, then in future sessions, then Ray here could probably eavesdrop on it and just pinpoint what was outside of the script.
This is still a new service, so we need to be able to monitor sessions for a variety of reasons. There could be bugs in the software we need to examine more closely. We're pretty upfront about all this.
So, technology and its bugs, its flaws. Ray stares at the phone and watches for a while.
One of these guys.
What are these guys? I take it this he has been here before.
Yeah, we get people in who demand to speak to a real human being.
And what do you say about that?
It happens often enough that we made Eliza capable of handling it with a special script.
So basically what I just read
It's
off?
nice to know things are working as designed.
That's a pretty slick feature. I wouldn't have thought to create something like that.
Do you think that guy will be okay? He seemed pretty unhappy.
Yeah, most certainly
Who
he
knows?
was.
Hopefully he gets his prescription and takes his meds and answers our follow-up reminders, but it's tough. We can't make them take their meds or come in when they're supposed to.
That is true. It's up to them.
All we can do is suggest those things, tell them they really ought to be doing it. Ultimately, they're the ones who have to decide to follow the plan. It's kind of a shame. I wish we had more leverage.
Yeah, a lot of people
We'd help
wish.
way more people if we could track their compliance. But that's probably too much to ask for at this point.
And might be overstepping on the privacy, I suppose.
I think he might have needed way more help than Eliza can give. Is there anything like referring clients to other forms of care?
Ray looks a little surprised. Other forms of care from our competitors? No.
Well, there is a disclaimer before every session saying if your problems are really serious, we aren't qualified to address them.
Do you really think they do people really look through those disclaimers though before they book an appointment though?
I think an external care referral feature was on our development roadmap at some point.
Hmm.
I'm not sure what happened with that, actually. Huh, maybe I'll ask Ed next time I see him.
Oh, yes, the one, Ed, that says they're not straight from the scripted path. Hmm. I wish I could have said something
I
other.
wish I could have said something other than what it told me to.
Oh, so she's having her doubts here.
Yeah, I totally know how it feels. A really intense client like that can be intimidating, and you're motivated to help them. But to succeed as a proxy, you really need to let go and let Eliza do its thing.
Yeah, because what could possibly go wrong? It's a program that basically has a good fair share of bugs. We can be so complacent with what Eliza does, and it will never, ever go wrong. Ever. I could see this being extremely flawed.
I know that not having any choice feels weird, but sometimes life is like that. Sometimes you don't have any choices and you just have to follow directions. Most jobs are like that, honestly. That's just how it works.
That sounds like a defeatist point of view, Ray. What led you to such... Do you want to have a proxy session? Do you want to have counseling right now to make you understand why you have that mindset, Ray? I could book you in right now and let Eliza differently examine your woes and give you the basic prescriptions that you need to trouble that, the way that you think.
Okay, it just sounded like... He sounded like he could use more help. Like, maybe right away.
Like he was on the point of being that word. I can see how that can be an issue.
Believe me, I understand. I've been a proxy plenty of times myself.
So, you had this
When
perspective.
people get emotional, it's hard not to feel for them really strongly. But that's exactly why Eliza works. It evaluates from a more distant perspective, a neutral perspective.
So basically like that one video from Futurama that used to have when they had the dislikes enabled, how it was always at the same amount of likes and dislikes. I feel no right around in this situation. I don't feel strongly about anything at all, or something to that degree.
Besides, if proxies started offering their own opinions, well, that'd just be a big mess.
Well, artificial intelligence can evolve in their
Not
perspectives.
to mention there'd be all kinds of problems with liability.
I wonder if Eliza will have any unique evolutions.
Still, I get it. I really do. That was definitely more intense than the average session. Why don't you take a few minutes to center yourself again?
Oh, is it time for some breathing?
Have some tea or coffee and take a few deep breaths. No rush, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thanks, Ray.
Okay. That was a lot. I definitely need a moment. Oh! Who the bloody hell is Nora? Hey. How you been? Fine, I guess. I suppose you. That's good. I started a new job finally. Yeah, let's be optimistic. Oh yeah? It's good you found work again. What is the work? This is big call center vibes. Yep. I guess this is very relatable for you with your past experience then. It's nothing. Thanks, it's an office job. How about you? I'm doing quite well. Actually, I have something to tell you about. This is maybe sudden, but can you meet up after work today? It would be great to talk about it face to face. This is sudden. It's something you should know. Also, you should come to my show. I'll send you a flyer, yeah? Oh, so she has his own program. Didn't realize we're playing shows now. Oh wait, is this a musician? This is why you should come. I'll take a few minutes to calm down like Ray suggested. Maybe I can play some solitaire. See? Solitaire! Oh great, now what do we get? Is that a Pokeball? Think back to what brought you here. Oh, so this is maybe one of those soothing apps that help you to relax. with the chill music or the atmosphere ambiance. Though I don't know if having a plant that's exhuming like toxic fumes into the sky is making me feel relaxed. I don't know if that's just me, or I would prefer something more natural. I don't know, maybe that's just my perspective. I don't want to. Yes, just imagine if there's an app that wants you to feel calm and collected, wants you to take nice deep breaths and help you to relax every so often. And basically, the picture that they show is like a large waste of plastic and everything by an ocean, and there are animals caught in the plastic or animals that have been, spilled with oil. Yeah, that sounds relaxing. Okay, maybe it's a bit of an extreme compared to this, but yeah, yeah. Let's see here. People you may know, perhaps, hedonic, music. Oh, yeah, environmental destruction lo-fi playlist. Climate change playlist. Yes. Because they have been talking about that recently within the trending tabs as of late. 3-year update. Oh, hold on here. Damien Seabrook. It's hard to believe, but it has been a little over 3 years since Damien's tragic passing. It is said that time heals all wounds, but there is no way to express how much we miss him still. I wonder if this Evelyn knows this Damien from I don't know what the relationship with this is. We are grateful for your contributions in Damien's memory. We should continue to go forward toward the causes he worked so hard for in his life. This year, the Damien Seabrook Memorial Fund is supporting the following organizations. The Greenhouse is a non-profit, non-denominational organization dedicated to ensuring that developments in the mental health field are distributed equitably, indubitably. Damn it. Equitably. See, this is my pronunciation woes that are coming into play right now, because who knows if that even is the right pronunciation for that word. So that all those who are in need to get access to modern treatment options, regardless of their means. That seems like a good non-profit. We'll have to look at their reviews, though, and reliability reports. Tech Workers Together advocates for better working conditions across the tech industry, both by organizing employees to push for better working conditions and by providing education around the industry-wide problems of crunch time. Crunch time is the worst, overwork, and burnout. Because, let's just face it, when you are not feeling crunched out of time, when you're getting a good amount of hours to work, when you have relaxing moments, when you aren't feeling pressured or anything like that, oftentimes it leads to much more prosperous results. I heard even when, I think Horizon Forbidden West, I'm not sure if Guerrilla Studios are a noteworthy company, but from what I've heard, they delayed the game and it was originally supposed to come out late last year around the holiday season, but they decided to basically delay it to just recently because they didn't want to go with crunch time in order to fix all the problems. So they can produce something more efficient. I don't know if that's the main contributor. I could be wrong with that, but yes, I go through burnout quite a bit, especially, due to my overlit sensitivities with a lot of things. But yeah, it's not so grand. And the Humanitarian Software Foundation supports the development of free open source software for therapeutic or creative purposes. Damien was dedicated to creating technology to help others and would strongly advocate any tool he made to be freely available. Like Linux! Except that's not therapeutic. It could be for some, though. Damien, you strove to change the world for the better, and we are worse off without you. The gulf you leave behind is still immeasurable. Still wonder what my relationship with this Damien Seabrook is. Maybe it was a brother or even a husband? Let's play solitaire. Now, apparently, this is a common game that all of Zachtronics games would basically implement within the software or the products. Oh, now this looks visually stunning. I'm not familiar with the color schemes though. Matching cards can be stacked and can then be moved together. When 4 matching cards are united on the table, they will collapse into a locked stack. This will also unlock a free cell if one is available. Free cells can store a single card of any type. More matching cards can also be united in a free cell to collapse them into a locked stack. To win the game, collapse all 10 types of cards into 10 locked stacks. So this isn't exactly like Solitaire. So let me see. So we got that. Got this one. Got this. And this. Let's see. Do we have any others? Trying to see if there were any others here. Oh, wait. Here. I'm not seeing anything else. No, I'm not seeing anything else here. Did I screw it up already? I don't think we... Nope, we has to be like 4 if I'm not mistaken. This is only 3. Alright. New game. Alright, let's try this again. I mean, I like the layout and I like the design. But I'm not even sure if I... Okay. Guess that's unique. I think I screwed up again. I am not good at this game. Yeah, I think I screwed up again. New game! This is not helping me to de-stress. Alright, so... You... Okay, there's 2 cards right there. You... Am I doing something wrong here? No? Let me look at how to play. Okay, 4 matching cards. Yep, it is 4 matching. Okay. Yeah, that's not the same because they look different. My word. Okay. New game! We'll try a few more times with this. Alright. Ooh, that's 3 already right here. Do we have another one to go with that? No, no, no. I don't think there's any more like this. Let me look at how to play again. Okay. And so the Dark Souls of card games. I don't think I'd like how they still are comparing like the Dark Souls or something with this. Oh my word. I don't think it's that complicated. I'm just wondering if there's any other cards that I can put together. Like, I can't move that out. I have to move this one. And you would think like, oh, let's go with that. But no. I mean, we got these, but it has to be 4 altogether. New game. Alright. So, definitely you 2. Alright. And then there's those. Alright. I do not see anything else. Damn it. Damn it. It's like it wants you to basically plan out your advances and make the right choice right away. Because I don't think there's any other moves I can make. Yep. Curses! Alright. Now, let's look at this carefully and see... Is that a Pokeball? No, it probably isn't. Okay. So now, I mean, there is one here. Oh, okay. We can probably do this, and this, and this. Nope, that's not the same. Dang it. But that's the same. Alright. There we go. Let's see here. Let's see what happens when I do this. Oh, see? That's not the same one. Dang it! Curses! So there's another one of this? What's another one of this? You know, I'll have to try that. Let's see if I can move the king to the free space. No, you can't. You can't. Dang nabbit. Oh, there's 3 of these, though. Which one should I move, though? Well, we could probably move this, and this, and this, and this. And then... maybe this one? Oh, wait, that's a different one. That's a different symbol. Top? Am I that bloody stupid? Am I not really seeing it? Lol. Oh, wait, there's that. This doesn't match with anything. Nope. That's a whole different design. Yeah, and I need 4 of them in order to make that through. And yeah, I can't get the keys up here either. Dang it! Curses! Curses, yeah. Free cells can store a single type of card of any type. Oh, wait. Ah, so you can place a single type of card up there. Ah, that's gonna come in helpful, maybe. So I can bring one single one up there if it is to my benefit. Alright. Let's see. One at a time. Do I want to move this one or this one? Okay, that's a unique pattern. That's the same. Let's see. Maybe you can move the king up here. Yep. And then there. There. Okay. Maybe move that over here. So one of these. Nope. There we go. Ooh. Do I want to make that move? Well, we can see. Alright. Oh, look at that. There we go. That's one category out of the way. Alright, so bring you down here. And then... Ooh. There we go. That's another one down. Can probably bring this up. And then... Okay. Did I screw it up again? Oh, wait. Put that there, and there, and there. And then, like that. Can we... Oh. Okay, maybe I screwed it up. No, wait. Let's see. Oh, that has 2 on them already. Damn it. Ah! Thought I had it. I thought I had it. Alright. At least I'm getting a better understanding of how to play this. I'm not gonna lose hope on this yet. Alright, so... So we got this. We got that. Let's see. Oh, we do got a similar one like that, so bring that over. I suppose we can bring that down there. Oh, you can bring that over. And... Ooh. Like so. Then maybe bring that up. Dang it! Okay, we still have a couple of slots available to us. Oh, here we go. Alright. Did that do any justice, or did I screw things up? Oh, nope, right there. Alright. Now, do we have any... Guess we can put that right in there. And then this here. And then maybe bring this one... Do I really want to bring that one down yet? Maybe. 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 I wish there was another way I can get this over here. I think I screwed it up. I think I did. Wait. There. I think. And right over there. Okay. Alright, alright. Now, I don't think I have any other ones in here, though. That could be the thing. Nah! Alright, we're gonna do 5 more times. And if I don't have any success, then I will end it. Alright, so let's see. You two there. Alright, that's a free space right there. So that takes care of that. Okay. And there's that too. And we can go for that. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. Got a king right here. Oh, yep. There's one spot right there. Maybe I should have brought it up here, though. That might have been a mistake. That might have been a dire mistake. Oh, nope, never mind. There's one right there now. We can bring you over here. Okay. Maybe bring you up here. You here, you here. What's over under this? Do I maybe... Ah, here we go. There. Alright. Do we have any... Ooh, yes, we do. Alright, we need a... We definitely need one to... maybe bring that over here. And there. Okay. Are we actually doing this? I think we're actually doing this. Oh my word, we're actually doing this. Oh yeah! Look at that. Let's go. I actually won against one. Yes! Woo! Took me how many tries? Like 10 times and actually to actually figure that out? And I didn't even need a bloody guide for it. Alright. There we go. Woot woot. Now what's this? Oh, Ray forwarded me an article. Well, I guess we can go ahead and read it then. Just for some wider context, this is a nice article about our efforts from a year and a few months ago. It's a little outdated by now, but still relevant. I've got a little cameo in it. They're talking about Frasier? Yeah, I hear the blues are calling, tossed salads and scrambled eggs. Mercy. And I'm getting a bit confused, but baby, I got you praised. But I don't know what to do with old top salads and scrambled eggs. They're coming again. Scrambled eggs all over my face. What is a boy to do? Good night! Why do I remember that ending theme song about all the bloody sitcoms from the 90s and beyond? Why is it that one that I can remember? I don't know. Hey, the filters work fine. Good. I'm glad to hear it because that was kind of loud. I'm glad they're doing their job now. It's not like I'm peaking at a whole lot of levels. Good. I'm glad, especially for that moment. I hope I don't get DMCA from that. Would they track me down if I sang the ending theme song to Frasier nowadays? And of course, I remember how Seattle was the actual location where the show took place. In late classic 90s sitcom Frasier, title character Frasier Crane was a psychiatrist with a Seattle area radio station where callers poured out their souls in exchange for on-air advice. These days, unhappy Seattleites might not be speaking to a radio personality, but an app developed and operated by Shakanda. Ooh, excuse me. The Seattle tech giant is making a big push into the mental health market with a new AI-powered counselor dubbed Eliza, in honor of the pioneering 1960s computer program of the same name. Shakanda says Eliza can evaluate a user's overall mental health, detect problems, and make recommendations that are tracked over time for their effectiveness. It works in tandem with I always feel like I'm mispronouncing this company's name. Shakanda? No. Shakana, or Shakanda. I feel like I'm butchering it. Mental wellness app, which can track mood changes and other metrics over various periods of time. Livia Davis, 42, was starting to feel overwhelmed with the demands of her busy life, so she made an appointment to see Eliza, not online, but at the physical counseling office located in the city's Queen Anne district. There, she spoke to a human worker who was guided by the Eliza program. Shakanda claims the in-person format is superior to online counseling as it brings more of a human touch to the sessions. Oh, so this is the answer to online counseling like BetterHelp, which I heard has a whole lot of controversy and unreliable services, which is why you don't see me promoting that type of service. Speaking of which, yeah. When you are taking a sponsorship, a sponsorship from anyone in particular, make sure that you can agree upon the fundamentals and values before you do so, because oftentimes those sponsorships can think very little of you, as demonstrated by a recent event. So be cautious, everyone, because you deserve to be treated well, especially with the companies that provide you money or, preaching about their products. Oh, speaking of which, I'm gonna get some water real quick. Hot, 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 hot. We'll see, mama. There we go. There we are. Okay. An obvious chatbot recommending a course of action is one thing, says Ray Bukhari, manager of the Queen Anne Consulate offices. Yeah, you might as well support a local therapy session, indeed. A real human being looking in you in the eye and telling you the same thing as another. There's more intimacy there, more sincerity. Components of Eliza and other mental wellness apps say the reduced cost and increased efficiency is needed at a time when more people than ever are struggling with mental health. A study released earlier this year by the National Institute for Productivity indicated that as much as 43% of the nation's workforce reported feelings of anxiety or depression strong enough to interfere with their day-to-day performance. This is an epidemic and we must begin treating it like one, wrote the Institute Deputy Director Thalia Kapushinsky in the statement accompanying the report. Of course, as with any new technology, not everyone is a fan. Okay, so we got some criticism here. What does this person say? We have already given up much of the daily texture of human life for this cheap and technocratic solutionism. Solutionism? I don't hear that phrase every now and again. Not very frequently, actually. The surprise fades, but my disappointment in how much further we seem prepared to go remains perennial, wrote the poet and cultural critic Perrin Benjamin in an essay for the Los Angeles Review of Books about the mental health industrial complex. Others see a danger in private ownership of the technology. If it works, and that's still to be determined, the next question is going to be who controls it, says Francis Nordkick, a fellow of the Public Health Institute at Montlake University. What does it mean if millions of people suddenly have the ongoing well-being tied up in proprietary code owned by a multinational corporation? That is too relevant, because we always we always take for granted how easy things can be with the accessibility of smartphones and whatnot, and in order to have a basic information sold to the market oftentimes. This strikes a bit too close to home in this case. Shikanda has not made public its plans for the service, though it has released the preliminary results of an internal study indicating that counseling sessions conducted by Eliza match or even outperform those conducted by trained human counselors alone. Davis, for her part, is a satisfied customer. You can say that Eliza is just an AI that is inhuman, doesn't have a soul, whatever, Davis said. But what I can tell you is that I spoke to it, I went back a few times, and now I feel better. At the end of the day, isn't that what matters? That almost sounds like a defeatist point of view, if you ask me. It's like, I just kept coming back, and I guess I do feel better. But hopefully that is the case. I mean, you did recommend me this article, so I guess that dissuades some of the perspective. Alright. Eliza said the weather would clear up later today. Hopefully it happens before the sun goes down. Oh, what's this? A plant! Plants are nice. I should get plants, I think. I don't know why I never did. Afraid I neglected them, maybe. Is that it? I hope the next client is a little easier to handle. This job might be difficult in a way I wasn't expecting. Oh, is that so? I guess we can continue. Time for the next session. Here we go, everyone. I hope this one is a little easier on my nerves. Alright, here we go. Are we checking the headset? Oh, okay, never mind. Okay. This one is Maya. Maya leads. Okay, heart rate seems to be good. Respiratory is 16. Introduction.
Hello, Maya. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hi. Yes, I'm back.
All right.
Rainy out there today, isn't it?
Well, that's a blanket statement.
Yeah, it's a good thing I put on my extra big raincoat this morning.
Oh, and look at that little pin that you got on there. Isn't that delightful?
Thankfully, it's supposed to clear up later.
Isn't this the same amount of statements that... So they basically are saying the exact same thing each and every person that comes in, because didn't I say this exact proxy response to the last person? I think I did. Oh my word.
Well, gonna look weird with my giant coat tonight.
Oh, you might never know. Some people might fancy that giant coat. They might find it so alluring, you may never know.
Cool.
All right, what brings you here?
What brings you here today, Maya?
Right now I'm just nervous. I have the nerves.
Oh.
I've been trying to get my career off the ground for so long, like a really long time. And I still feel like I'm stuck on level 1 and... Sorry, I know we've talked about all this before. I probably don't need to go over it again.
Oh. So it looks like this individual has had the same old song and dance.
Anyway, there's this conference that's happening next week, right? Like media professionals, something.
Something, dark side, something.
That's bad enough for my anxiety, but I was also invited to this party thing. It's like dinner and then a party. I'm not sure how it's gonna work.
The unexpected, especially in regards to who invited you to this event. Hopefully it's someone trustworthy.
The point is, there's gonna be a lot of big, important, famous people there.
Oh, celebrities.
Like people that I really look up to. People with big followings online and lots of fans and all that. All of that.
And I suppose that adds a lot of anxiety to the whole shenanigans.
And how does that make you feel?
Well, probably anxious. Let's
I
see.
feel like, why? Like, why was I invited to this? I'm nobody. I am a serious, gigantic nobody.
Oh, increased agitation, that seems correct. Well, the person that might have invited you must have seen some worth, unless they made it their goal to basically embarrass you at this party. Which I hope they're not that ill intent.
I don't have a show I'm doing or any collections out or a webcomic everybody loves. I mean, I tried to do those things, but nobody cared.
Even the ones that you showed them to? That's so sad.
I don't have fans or followers. I'm not even sure I have friends, like for real friends. I tried. I do try. I put my art online and update my social media accounts, and I try to post consistently like they say to do, but yeah.
Yeah, it does seem like imposter syndrome is setting in for this particular individual. Yep. I know how this is going.
I'm still in that, like, purgatory zone, just waiting to be discovered.
Well, same here, actually. This is something I can completely understand in this case. Interesting how they put purgatory as a negative word. Like, it's just the foundation that's in between heaven and hell, basically. So how is that negative? It's like your soul isn't pure enough or contaminated for the presence, and yet it's still negative. Interesting how they phrased it as that. Maybe it's by the connotation in which she said it, perhaps. But then, even then, when she says loves or cared, it almost seems like that imposter syndrome would have made that a negative, too. Interesting.
I don't know. I feel like I was invited to this party thing as a way for someone to be mean to me, to remind me how successful everyone else is.
I wonder if this person actually spoke with the individual that invited her to the circumstance to see how they felt. Get their perspective, you know?
Why am I even going to it? I mean, I know I should, to meet people and make connections or something.
Networking!
Is meeting people and making connections your goal?
Well, I think it is. Networking? I'm supposed to do networking, right?
Well, yeah, if you want to get your name out a bit more. Of course, it also helps to develop, like, good relationships with them besides networking. Because the better relationship you have with someone, the more better that the networking can have, but you gotta make sure that you're not clout chasing, basically, and just dispose of them right after you gain success. I mean, that's not a good look. Not a good look at all, and unfortunately, when it comes to some communities, or a good chunk of them, when someone gets a certain brand of recognition, no matter what it is, there are others out there who, see you as an opportunity to climb up the ladder, to basically assist you in getting to that one point in life. It's like, ooh, we got that good amount of popularity. And once you get to that point, you just basically toss them aside. That's not a good way to look about progress. You should value the ones that led you up to this point, thank them wholeheartedly for getting you to this instance, and still let them continue to be a part of your lives, to establish, hopefully, a continuing good relationship. Don't clout chase anyone. Value the people that assist you along the way, and don't just toss them out if they seem not beneficial to your overall goals. Hopefully I can be a good example and not be a huge hypocrite. Just imagine if this is like completely out of context or like aged poorly. Hopefully that doesn't seem to be the case. I don't think anyone has said that, oh, I'm a clout chaser or anything like that. At least I hope not. I guess that's one of the doubts that I normally have in regards to my content as, a hobbyist for this. That is one avenue in which I hope people don't get the wrong idea, which is good why I ask inquiries. It's like, hey, is everything all right between us? Is everything doing okay? I'm not leaving you behind or anything, am I? I don't know if I would say that for sure, because I think when I was doing like one of those charts for D&D, they say that was more of a neutral good, or lawful neutral. One of those two. I try to have integrity and transparency, at least. And I strive to basically inquire, because I don't honestly, I can be very oblivious to a lot of things or phrases, or I can't basically pinpoint as good as others how someone is maybe feeling about a situation. So I always want to inquire and make sure, hey, let's make sure that everything's okay between us, that I'm getting the right idea about what you're trying to convey, and I'm helping you in the best way possible. Because if I look so dumbfounded and you are so pissed off about something in particular, it's like, that's not helping me. I want to help you. But at the same time, I feel like there are always those moments in which I take something completely out of context or don't have the right fundamental idea about what someone may be thinking, or get a wrong interpretation of what they say or write. So it's good to ask questions. You definitely wouldn't, and I hope no one finds anyone dumb for inquiring or just asking. It's all part of the human process to make sure that we are communicating, to making sure we got the right idea, the right picture, right in front of our faces. Why is this game making me sprout of all of this? I guess that's a good thing. Honestly.
I really have no idea what networking is. Hello, I'm Maya. I do comics and art and I write and stuff, and I have lots of characters and ideas, and would you like to give me money and I'll do those things for you?
Well, I hope that's not the way you go about networking. You can say, hey, would you care to look at my stuff and see how it is? Or, hello there, I do comics and stuff, and I see you like comics and stuff too. Or, if you happen to know the artist, it's like, hey, I really admire the work you put into this. I'm very intrigued by how well developed you made these characters. And I've been trying to see if I can, do the exact same thing with these characters. Would you kindly, perhaps, if you have a spare moment, look through them and see if there's anything wrong with how they're written or how they look? I mean, if they say no, at least you took the time to ask. Instead of being the anxious little bowl of disappointment, like just lingering in the corner at the party spot, which probably that's where I am.
Hi, I'm cool. Please like me. like me, hire me.
Uh-oh, the heart rate is going up. The heart rate is going up.
I really, really hope I make a good impression at this thing. Of course, knowing the way things usually go for me, I'll fuck it up massively somehow. I'll fall into the fondue pot or throw up on someone, something like that.
I just played Night in the Woods last week when May was having this exact predicament before they were going to the party. Is this May? Is this secretly May right here? At least, I guess in this case, May did unfortunately screw up at the party. Poor May.
I don't know if there's actually going to be fondue there. I'm just saying that kind of feels like something I would do.
Oh, yes, she does seem very
You sound a little
concerned.
concerned or afraid.
Well, yeah, I am. I'm terrified. What if they suddenly remember I'm a failure and shouldn't be drinking their booze and breathing their air?
Oh, yes, I remember when I voice acted, I have a lot of nightmare eyes! Like that, I remember. I hope I did that part justice, honestly. Because I was trying to dwell deep into the whole anxiety being in that sort of situation. That seemed like something that I could actually exceed at, but I remember you said I did the game justice, so I'm gonna take your word on that because yeah, that scene was a lot of fun to voice act. Even if I sound nothing like what a lot of people think May sounds like in that game.
Eventually, someone's gonna realize I'm not hip enough to be at this thing.
So you're not hip to be a square?
Maybe it'll be polite, like a gentle tap on the shoulder. Excuse me, miss. I couldn't help but notice that you suck and are terrible.
Oh no, this is definitely imposter syndrome. This is the anxiety slipping in. Oh yes, this is bloody relatable.
It's obviously just my anxiety talking. I know it won't go like that literally.
But you may be anxious enough to not give it a chance still. If you take it seriously and say, hey, I guess this is how it's going to go, it might happen. You have to question your anxious thoughts oftentimes and seem to give a good conclusion on why am I pondering on this way. Oftentimes that can help with your anxiety.
But it could be like that in a figurative sense.
Oh, and here's the same question that I was asking the last person, too. Did imagine things going well?
Okay, Maya. I want you to imagine things going well. What does that look like?
Let's see what she says.
Going well? Well, that would be a first for me.
Come on, there's gotta be some moments in your life that you just aren't remembering that went well for you. Then again, we do put a lot more emphasis on the negative aspects of life rather than the things that went well or the good things. That is something. That is definitely the truth for a lot of individuals.
I suppose going well at this party means people start to learn about who I am.
That's a start.
And maybe some of them help me with my career, and maybe some of them become my friends.
See? That's some good positive thinking.
Like, I want to be noticed as a creator, but I also want friends who are cool. That sounds super basic. You know what I mean? Is it okay to want that? I hope it is.
It is! I personally think so.
I want to be part of, like, a group.
Mm-hmm.
And we like each other and support each other. And maybe the things I make won't be as good as the things they're making, but I hope they see my work and see me.
We all have subjective opinions about how we see our work, so getting a different perspective. And look, the heart rate is going down as well. So that's a good thing. That's a nice incentive.
Yeah, that's what I want.
I'm glad that Maya was able to get a good picture on that.
What do you think it'll take to get to this ideal scenario?
Uh-oh. Important policy updates coming to Discord. Does it talk about the 2 times it was out? Hoo-hoo-hoo. I'll have to read that later.
Well, probably takes me being a different person than the one I am.
I don't know. I don't think you have to be too much of a different person unless someone brings up something negative about you.
Someone who's cool and alluring and has that air of mystery instead of being some kind of scrawny, nervous wreck.
You'll be surprised about how a good amount of people that are popular are honestly nervous wrecks. You may see them in the positive limelight because they always have this positivity or this facade that kind of illuminates to make them more entertaining, but some of the people that you find entertaining in some regard, rather than be a content creator, an actor, or a musician, they probably can be considered nervous wrecks as well. Oh look, 69. Nice.
Someone with style and grace and poise.
Poise.
Someone who can walk into a room and own it. God, I wish I could do that.
You gotta fake confidence every now and again. Oftentimes that can work.
But only when I wanted to, because I also wish I could disappear when I wanted to. I know that's a little contradictory. Sorry.
Okay, Maya. I have some recommendations for you.
Oh, let's do it.
First, I'm going to suggest a set of stress management exercises for you to do. You'll find them in the Skanda Wellness app on your phone.
Well, already this seems to be a much more calmer set of circumstances.
They may be able to help you with your nervousness. Second, I recommend asking your doctor or psychiatrist about litosenal too.
Litosenal. I don't think these are real prescriptions, like the rest of this world isn't really alluding to other popular menus. I mean, they got unique apps and a unique user interface for the phones, of course. So even with the trademark right there, I suppose, that's just to verify, hey, we got this trademark, you can't steal this name.
Based on my analysis, this medication might help you feel better.
Yeah, I could see how a business code might be able to help her. In fact, I recently got into an email with someone, a talent agency, that could assist me with trying to bring up more of my content, see where I may be failing to basically meet my audience, like in terms of networking and whatnot. Like, am I using the right takes? Am I presenting myself in a good, coherent way? The only problem was that, despite it being a nice organization and good communication, it would be almost $600 a month. And I can't afford that. That is basically more than half of what I normally save off to the side for bills and rent. I can't do that! Oh! Holy moly!
Drugs. Yes.
Drugs. Drugs, 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 drugs. Lots of new and used good. Drugs, 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 drugs. Lots of new you drugs. Gonna get those drugs up my ass. I mean, what?
Whatever you said that was called, I am on it.
You will get a reminder to check in with us in a few weeks.
I always do. I always get the reminder. I mean, not that I always act on it.
Oh, she doesn't seem like she's appreciating our advice at the moment.
Thank you, Maya. We hope to see you back soon.
Yeah, don't you say this every time?
Oh, she's getting fed up. She is getting fed up with the same routine. I wouldn't blame her. And of course, the same message.
Thank you for speaking with Eliza, your personal counseling partner.
Oh, bloody hell. Goodbye. Well, at least that was better than the last one, but still. Wait, I got a 5-star review? Okay. I got a tip of $5! Wait, $5? I suppose that's okay. Ray comes over to talk to me after I finish my second session.
How are you feeling? That was definitely along the lines of a more typical client.
Well, instead that client seems a little bit peeved after hearing the same statements at the very
You
end.
watched that one too?
I couldn't bear the thought of you getting 2 really intense clients in a row. I just wanted to make sure everything went smoothly.
Yeah, it did seem a little bit off about tipping a counselor. Like, they're not getting paid enough in order to do the profession. And that's why oftentimes when the organization is paying the customers well enough, they don't ask for tips. Which makes it upsetting that, pizza deliveries or waitresses or waiters or busboys or what do you call those lads that bar hops and whatnot, they ask for tips each and every time. It's like, come on, your company should be paying you a good steady raise where you didn't have to ask for tips.
I see.
Are you getting used to the system now?
I still feel like it's kind of restrictive. I wish I could interpret what Eliza prompts instead of reading it exactly.
Yeah, it's like I said, a lot of new proxies run into this.
Indeed.
They'll say, if only I could just talk to them for real, if only I could say what I really wanted to say. That's a really common feedback point.
Oh. Well, have you been getting that feedback to heart then in that case? If it's like so common, wouldn't you want to address it? To make your people, the people you support, more knowledgeable about coming into our service and actually utilizing us?
You're never tempted to break away from the script yourself?
Nah, it's just not part of the job, you know?
Oh, you don't want to get risque. You don't want to lose your job, I
learned
suppose.
to compartmentalize pretty early on, and that always served me well. People overestimate their own abilities. Have you ever had an interaction with a stranger where he clearly thinks he's getting along with you way better than he actually is?
You know? Yep. Profitable feedback only, just like Carl said. You're right. That's probably it. And honestly, this interaction with strangers, this is common for like parasocial relationships though, too. Like, you get people that attend, like for streamers or content creators, you get these individuals that come to your chats, always there, like for every one of your streams. They even become a subscriber, they donate money, and it's like, hey, I think I know you so wholeheartedly. Can't we just be friends? But in the meantime, they hardly know nothing about that. They only know what you're presenting out there to the crowd. So it's this awkwardness that really brings up, hey, this is kind of a damaging output. Just see me as the individual on the other side. You can't be friends with us, oftentimes with a content creator unless you personally know them to an extent. You offer assistance or you're a fellow content creator. So yeah, this can definitely go with anything that's like of a parasocial event. Luckily, I don't think I've come across this point within myself because I'm not as, well known as other VTubers. But I do know that it happens some instances where there are those that contribute money, they donate, and they think they know you wholeheartedly, where it gets a little uncomfortable. Oh, I see
what you're saying.
See, you know exactly what I'm talking about. People like to think they can play therapist. It seems easy if all you know is the movie version.
Oh, yes, the movie version, the abridged version, the version that always dramatizes the entire perspective.
You know, where you get paid to sit there with your notepad and say, I see, or every once in a while.
Oh, I remember that skit from Rugrats when they will go into a therapist when Tommy was moving around all the office like they normal babies do, and Stu was like so pessimistic about utilizing these therapy sessions, and he's always criticizing the therapist by saying these exact same things when he's writing down in his notebook. And of course, towards the end, when Tommy is basically coming back from his little adventure, Stu is on the floor crying. It's like that spilling its guts out when the therapist probably still has the same mentality as before. My word, this game is making me remember other things that I have simply forgotten about.
The reality is, active listening takes a lot of work.
Yes, you can feel immensely drained. You can only be empathetic for so long.
It's much easier to just zone out a little bit and let Eliza run things.
But you don't want to have it take full control all the time, would
It's
you?
kind of meditative in a way. You just follow the prompts.
But I can see that still being not the greatest thing.
I know computers telling you what to do has this negative connotation to it, and people who want to criticize us call it dystopian or whatever.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that with the article you
But
sent.
it's like any technology. It's a tool.
Ray looks thoughtful for a moment.
Either way, you're doing fine so far, Evelyn. This is
Good.
a busy day, too. We might break our single-day record if no one cancels.
Is volume especially high right now?
Yeah, it's mentioned with the 100 people.
It is, yeah. It really rose around the beginning of the year.
I wonder why.
We've been in the press a lot lately, so it could be that.
Oh, okay. Good press or bad press?
Could be it's New Year's resolutions, too. People coming in, wanting to sort their lives out once and for all. This year is the year I'm really going to start addressing my problems.
I hope that is the case.
I mean, I get that. I do the same thing.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, DW, greetings and salutations there. Hope you're taking care and welcome to the stream. You should also know that Cat Lady Crates is also here, so now you two can connect and be buddy buddies. You know how that goes. Buddy system! There we go. There we go. Now, you can have this one swell moment to interact with one another as I still become a proxy and a therapist. Talk to me about your conditions. But I don't know if I'm a friendship counselor by any means of the word, so if you two need friendship counseling, I don't think I'm qualified to give you that.
Anyway, I told you it was simple, right? Just keep up the good work following those prompts, and you'll be leveling up in no time.
Oh, leveling up. Let's hold hands. Wait, a lot of people think that holding hands is getting too sexual. Don't do that. Don't do that. Holding hands can lead to babies. You don't want babies. You don't want to dump them in the dumpsters, of course. Don't do that. Wear gloves if you decide to hold hands. That's an order. You live in the past now. Hey, all the memes that basically come up whenever I watch streams, especially in my community, in the VTuber community, where they tell you, it's like, oh, can we hold hands? It's like, hands make you pregnant. Oh no, my hand's gonna be pregnant now. Oh no. It's like, yeah, it's commonplace. Leave my dumpster baby alone. Leave my dumpster baby. Oh God, that's good old dark humor to bring about a good old counseling session. Am I correct in that assumption? This year is the year I'm really gonna start addressing my problems. I definitely remember thinking that. I remember thinking that 3 years in a row. So that Damien. This is great. I love your interactions. This is great. This is wonderful to actually hear. See, you're making some good laughs here. I applaud it. I wholeheartedly applaud your progression. There. I approve that. I don't know why good old you bum. It's like a bum? A bloody bum? That's considered offensive? Come on now, Automod. Come on, Automod. That's like the most elementary of things going on for that. So yes, I approve of that. Oh, looks like it's time for a meeting with our friend. I'd agreed to meet up with Nora at a cafe nearby. I almost didn't recognize her when she came and sat down at my table.
Evelyn! It's been so long since the last time I saw you in person.
Ooh. That's a cute accent. Cute voice. She used to stick to a much subdued and professional look. Whatever else can I do, Cat? She really wanted to put those stays behind her.
It's definitely been a while. 3 years?
Yeah, almost 3 years.
Feels like no time at all.
Well, I'm glad you're back doing something. But you didn't tell me what the new job is.
What does that accent remind me of? I can't put my bloody flat pat on it.
Oh, well, it's, being a proxy counselor for Eliza.
You're kidding me.
Uh-oh. Is she in opposition to that?
That's an interesting choice.
I'm not quite sure why I did it. Maybe I thought I'd be able to see things in a new light.
Wait, so do the people at the counseling office know?
No, not yet.
Except for that one person that knows my name.
I should tell them, probably. I don't know.
Excuses.
It's unkind to keep it a secret. I'm sure it'll get out eventually, one way or another.
Yeah, it probably will. Evelyn, how are you these days? I mean, really, how are you?
Baloney? Is baloney actually popular in Canada? I was thinking poutine was quite popular. Zing baloney. Oh no, I can't be. No, I cannot be pondering on baloney. I have to ponder about my well-being in this game. I gotta make an answer here. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
I knew you were working at that bookstore for a while, but
Baloney is quite popular there. I see. Neither have I. I remember eating it quite often when I was a little one, but oftentimes I just stick with, regular meats like beef and chicken and pork and things. I guess bologna would be considered things because I always forget what types of meats are incorporated into that.
other than that, it's like you dropped off the edge of the planet.
You don't have regular meats like human. Yes, eat the family. It's time to eat the family, everyone. We do indeed. Oh, yes. Cheese in the can. Honestly, you're not missing much. You're not missing much with the cheese in the can. It basically tastes quite artificial. You really can't do a whole lot of grand, let's just say, natural cheese that kind of comes in the can. You can squirt it right out. Same thing kind of goes with, well, I suppose whipped cream can be a little bit better, but still. Oh, Campbell's cheese comes in the can. Maybe she wants you to can it then. No, I'm kidding.
Well, I wasn't up to much.
I checked your social media once in a while, but nothing.
Well, social media can be draining.
Not that I blame you. I hate all those apps.
Do I want? I'm sorry. You brought up the type of can, so I figured I implemented with some good old horrible dad humor. Keep Metamax's cheese. Alright, DW, what's your favorite cheese? It has to be something exquisite.
Yeah, I deleted them.
I struggle to find the words to talk about what happened, but they don't come.
I don't know what happened. It's like...
There's something dark in my mind, blocking me when I tried to go there. A
I guess
void.
I'm still not ready to talk about it yet.
It must have something to do with Damien.
It's okay. Take the time you need. I'm sorry, Evelyn. I knew you were in a difficult place after what happened, and I wanted to say something. But I worried that maybe you don't want to hear from anyone from your past.
Oh.
Maybe you wanted to be left alone and not reminded of the old job.
It's nice to know
It's
you
nice to know
think.
you were thinking of me.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad. I was kind of going through a lot myself last couple years.
That's right. What about you? How is your life these days? What's it like being a rock star?
Oh yes, she's a musician.
It's a lot of work, actually. I have to prepare for the show next week. I have 2 collaborations ongoing, and I'm applying for funding for another, a big one.
Ooh.
I'm also advising on an art activism group that makes art installations to challenge people to think about the ways technology is affecting their lives.
Oh, interesting. Jalapeno Jack, huh? And Asiago. Favorite cheese for me would probably be melted Alfredo. Yeah, I said it. Melted Alfredo. And maybe some Kobe Jack cheese is probably a good mixture. Ugh.
Oh yeah, and I'm working on this, kind of like it's a granular synthesis engine, but with a new twist to it. It should be interesting.
Granular synthesis. Sorry, I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
It's a way to make sounds out of smaller sounds called grains. Maybe it's better to show you than to explain in words.
Yes, please do.
Sounds like you're busy, but happy.
Yeah, it's good.
I hope so.
I make less money than I used to, but I don't care. Old me might have worried about that. Not anymore, though. Sometimes I do take a little contract coding work, but I'm making most of my rent with booking fees and selling music and so on.
Lovely.
Kind of crazy. Kind of scary, but good.
If it makes you happy, it seems worth it.
Yes, indeed. I mean, yes, it is sad that you got a bit of a pay cut, but if it allows you to be happy physically and mentally with your work, then yes, that's crucial with what you do as your position.
Maybe I should consider moving in a direction like that.
You should. Listen, I hope you can get away from the industry too, at some point. Ah, that reminds me what I was going to tell you about.
You got a special gig? Hmm.
Our old boss is back on his bullshit.
Oh, lovely.
Rainer? Soren?
Soren Lloyd Rose. Celebrated psychologist, entrepreneur, and creepo.
Oh, so you want to bring up more of the past then in this case?
I should have known he'd make things awkward.
Wait, he wasn't ever weird around you? Did I ever tell you about the time that he hit on me with a story about past lives and the thread of destiny?
Oh, yes. The nice old mumbo jumbo to get you onto the side and think, oh, we know so much about the psychic world.
No, I don't think so.
Ugh, this is a good one.
Keep telling.
Okay, it was early on when the team was still pretty small, 7 or 10 people maximum. He'd gone out with some executives to dinner, and who knows what else.
Ooh.
He came back to the office super late. I think it was like at least 11, maybe later. And the
No.
whiskey smell was just surrounding him. Like he jumped into a whiskey bathtub with his clothes on.
A whiskey bathtub. Oh, God. You would smell so absolutely abhorrent and disgusting if you basically bathed in whiskey. You probably would get drunk on the spot as long as you don't drink. Just imagine drinking from there with your own, repugnant basic scents from your body. Oh, the, oh. 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 Okay, I'm good. I'm good. It's just a very, let's just say a very repulsive thought came into my mind at that one instant.
Maybe he'd like to do that, I don't know.
Please don't jump on the anticipation.
Anyway, I was still there for some reason. I was in the crunch mindset.
Ooh. Or the magic.
Came over to my desk and started to mumble about, I don't even know how to describe it. Just this nonsensical rambling. He started by saying how much he hated businessmen, how ridiculous they are, that they don't know anything. He said that a few times.
Oh, yes, you think you know everything that is they knew about entrepreneurship.
Then he said he could see my soul, that I was like a reincarnated spirit of, I don't remember, he said some name.
Maybe his father?
Like a person's name?
Like a mythological name. I didn't hear it very well, but it was like a Buddhist spirit or deity or something like that. Then he goes on to say how he and I, all of us on the team, we're all these reincarnated spirits sent to relieve human suffering at the end of the world.
Well, that seems very uplifting. Now, why? Oh, I can see how he could be considered creepy. Yes, most certainly. I think we should abandon him into the dumpster.
And we're connected by a thread of destiny that draws us to each other again and again over multiple lifetimes.
Oh, yes.
He talked about it like it was just like a red string you could see.
I don't see any red string. Oh, I see a red string right around my body. Yeah, that kind of shows up. You might not see it on your ends, but I kind of see a red string.
So I'm thinking, is this like some kind of pickup technique?
Maybe. Maybe people fall in love with some good old-fashioned mysticism or some psychic readings. You know how they say it kind of relieves the good old-fashioned, maybe the good old, stress from everyday life to make you feel content, even though it could be a fabricated lie in order to make you feel a false sense of security. You know what I'm saying? That's probably the deepest my voice can actually go, while still feeling comfortable. It's not, I don't know if it's that impressive on the other end, but maybe it's good.
You know, How people will talk to you and say, "Oh, you are the reincarnation of an ancient goddess or something." Ugh, just because they are horny.
I need to dull those horns then, I take it.
I'm sure he's tried that exact line. It really sounds like something he'd do.
He went on some more like that for a while, and I didn't know what to do.
Maybe just push him off a cliff? I mean, what?
I wanted to leave, but he was blocking me where he was standing.
Oh, when they don't want you to leave and they just stand in your way like, oops, oh, I'm sorry. Are you wanting to go? No, you don't want to go? You don't want to get away from it all? No? Oh, that's too bad. I want to talk with you more. I want to relive the good old days. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, look at that. My arm's in your way. You're gonna have to do limbo. Can your body bend like that? Like a good old spider walk? Oh no, now my leg is in the way. Oh no, now you can't get past here. I wonder if you can crawl underneath in that little crevice area. Push him down. Oh no, now I'm on the ground and I spread my body all around. And now you might have suddenly trip and fall on me. Oh no, this is some serendipitous moment, isn't it? Oh no, my lips are on you. Oh no. What the bloody hell am I babbling about?
So I couldn't simply go. I had to keep listening to him. Finally, he mentioned that he would be open to the possibility of sleeping with me. And then he passed out on the couch immediately.
It was that whiskey bath, I tell you. That whiskey bath really knocks you out. It makes you feel relaxed.
You're kidding.
No, not at all. Of course, we never talked about it after that. Certainly, I would not bring it up.
It's a good thing that you didn't.
I wonder if he even remembers. Nothing like that happened again. But I think it was because I took care to not be around if it seemed like he was going to be drunk at the office. I wonder if he's still that way. I'm sure he is.
Wait, is this the main reason why you called me over here? It's just because of him?
Wow.
And now he's back. Isn't
Oh.
it exciting? He messaged me the other day wanting to talk to me about some new startup he's putting together.
Lovely.
He left Skanda?
Skanda. So that's how you pronounce it. Skanda.
He's planning to. It's a secret for now. He asked me to join, and I said no, there's absolutely no way.
Oh, great.
Maybe a long time ago, I'd be interested in a chance to start a new company with someone famous like Soren at the top. You know, a time when I'd put up with his shittiness because I believed in what we were doing. Change the world, you know the speech. Or, if we didn't change the world, at least we might get rich trying. I don't think that way anymore.
Oh, that's a good mindset then.
I'm tired of the tech business. I'm tired of what guys like him represent. This industry can have fun eating itself and everything around it, causing as many problems as it solves. I don't want to be a part of it. It took me a while to see it, but I feel some responsibility for the world we live in now.
You've really changed, Nora.
Aww.
It doesn't feel like I've changed. It just feels like I know more about myself than I used to. I want to be creative, be myself to the maximum. Now I know you weren't lying about leaving social media because I posted about this. A lot.
Yeah, I guess I missed it.
A lot can happen in 3 years. Now I just hope maybe I could talk to other people who are in the same situation I was in. I want young people, especially women, to know that yes, it is possible to get rich by working with guys like Soren. But there is a big cost too.
Oh, yes.
And there's always a cost. Maybe a cost you didn't think about before. Or maybe it's a cost you thought you would be okay with paying, but then when the debt comes due, you realize, oof, it's bigger than you thought.
Nora pauses for a moment. I wonder what that cost was for
Now
her.
that's my conclusion. But you, on the other hand, you should go and say hello to him.
Wait, you want me to say hello to him? Why? After everything that you told me about him. Why would you want me to have me say hello? Then I can just bring it up and say, hey, how have your whiskey baths been going lately? Have you been feeling rejuvenated after bathing in the excess of some strong alcohol percentage?
To Soren.
Yeah, he's giving this big keynote talk next week, you know? It's the reveal of his new startup. Many people will be watching.
Why should I go to that?
Did they push him?
It will
Maybe.
be interesting, don't you think? You're already working as a proxy for Eliza. That must be giving you some new perspectives. Now you'll get to see what Soren believes the next step is. Don't tell me you're not the least bit curious.
Oh, so you want me to be investigative about this sort of circumstance rather than basically... Hello, Soren. How has it been? It's been 3 years. I hope you've been doing well. Oh, yes. Yes. You do smell like a good old fine whiskey, don't you?
I don't know. Maybe I am. It's free to attend?
Of course not. It's at one of those conferences you pay thousands of dollars to get into.
Oh, lovely. I don't think I can afford it then.
Lucky for you, I have an all-access pass.
Damn it!
Here, take it.
Really? Are you sure?
Yeah, he had one sent to me. As if
Lovely.
there's any way I would go to a snake person convention like that.
Oh, so this is a good positive thing. You are better than going to some convention, but seeing me for the very first time and who knows how long, you pass along things and say, hey, this is on your level. Have fun.
Snake person.
Ah, you know, people who are like snakes, venture capitalists, biz dev.
If you're so against it, why do you think I should go?
Good question.
Because I already made my decision. You need to go make yours. You're coming out from the cave you were in for the last 3 years, and you need to decide what you're going to do next, right?
So you want me to go to a convention to see if this is the next step? Some step that might be contradictory with what life you have succeeded in yourself? Nora leans over the table toward me, a serious look in her eyes.
Evelyn, you're one of the smartest people I've met in my whole life. I'm serious.
Smart enough to go to a convention with a scummy person. Yeah, I sound intelligent, don't I?
I've seen the way you approach things like this.
Really?
You're going to research and learn as much as you can. And only then, when you feel like you know enough, you'll make your decision. Isn't that right? You have
Yeah.
more to contribute to the world. But you want to know you're contributing the right things in the right way. I've always admired that about you. Anyway, I should get going. I have a rehearsal for a show to get to.
Don't leave me. I just got connected with you. Don't you want some hot cocoa with me? Some good hot cocoa right over here. Don't you want some for $3 or something to that degree? Would you want some hot cocoa with some good old Cool Whip and some chocolate on the syrup?
It's really good to see you, though. Really, really good. I promise not to be a stranger anymore, okay?
As long as you don't go crashing into my windows at my apartment complex or wherever the hell I live, then I think we're good to go. Nora dashes off to a rehearsal. She's a busy person now. Busy, but happy, it seems like. Is that the secret? Keep yourself busy. Oh, looks like I have some pinpoint options here. The barista here seems like a nice enough guy. He wrote Nora's name Lola, though. He must have misheard it. Lola. It's nice to know this is an option. The tea and coffee at the counseling center didn't look so inspiring. Am I being a snob? Yes. You should be ashamed of yourself. Go to a dumpster somewhere. Komoribai. I wonder what that means. I should try to study Japanese again. One more thing that fell away. Alright, what messages did we get? Swift mail. Kabufuda. Solitaire is hard. Well, I just won a game. 1 game out of 10. There's a reason they're called patient games. The trick is to not get ahead of yourself. Sometimes what seems like easy forward progress is actually something that's going to get you irrevocably stuck. You know, like life. Think carefully before each move and you'll start winning games. I remember you had a good head for this kind of thing back in school, so I dare say you might just need to get into that mindset again. You can do it. M to the power of 3. Yay! Interview. Oh, what's this? Hey, it seems like my original message might have gotten lost in the shuffle. Believe me, I know how it is. So I'm looping back around this. Any interest in speaking with me about the origins of parametric therapy and Eliza in particular? See below. Okay, here we go. We're gonna read up this email while this creepy barista stares at me from the distance. Greetings. I'm trying to track down a certain Evelyn Ishio Audbrey, who was one of the principal developers of the Eliza system for... Wait. She developed it. Do they know that she developed it? So she's utilizing the program that she helped develop? Did I miss this detail early on in the game? I thought she just picked a chance. If not, apologies and please ignore. I'm something of a cultural commentator who's looking to write about the early origins of parametric therapy and where it's gone from there. Does it deliver on its promise? What do the people who work on it think of it now? On a more general level, how has introducing increasing levels of automation into human life affected us? There are some well-known names that seem to grab all the press and speaker slots when it comes to this subject, but I'm interested in speaking with people who might have a different perspective, maybe a more skeptical, even subversive perspective. If you're willing to participate, just let me know and we can set something up in person or online. Whatever works best for you, it could be a great opportunity for you to get your side of the story out there. So, maybe he's just mistaken. Did I really develop the program people are using? Yeah, I'm in the mood for solitaire. I'm in the mood for solitaire now. Ooh. Alright, let's do... Alright, so now... Okay, so we only now have 3 open slots. Here we go. Alright, so right away, we can do this one. Okay. We can put you up there. Right here. I suppose that can work. Nope, that's not gonna work. That could work. Okay, and then bring you over here. Let's see. Alright. There's that. Do we have anything else around here that might be beneficial? None of those from the looks of it. Well, I can do it like that. Oh, I think I may have screwed it up. Ah! I think I screwed it up. I think I did. There's no single one now here. Shoot! I wasn't pondering that correctly. Alright, new game then. I'm gonna see if I can get this all taken care of. All difficulties. Alright, so let's see. Well, we got this one. And let's see. This one might be beneficial. Nope, that's a different one. Oh, that will work. There's one. That's one down. Oh. And we can bring this down below there. And there's this. Now let's see. I think we can make that move. Yep. Alright. Is this a good move to make? I don't know. Ooh, this is a better one. There we go. That's one down. And there. Alright. And then we can have this. Yep. There we go. Now, Let's see. What would be the next best move to make? Let's find out. Do I want to go here? Maybe bring this one up. Yep, here we go. There's that one. Okay. Okay, we're making progress here. We're doing dandy, I think. Now hold on here. Can bring that down. And let's see. There. Okay, we're doing good. Yes. 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 Woo! Yeah! There we go. Another game won. Oh. So exciting, I think. I think it's exciting. Well, honestly, that might be a good time to basically end the stream and like right at that one pinnacle moment. I am proud that I actually won another game of solitaire here. It was unique to have that sort of perspective, wholeheartedly. And this game is starting to become interesting. I like how it's written. It seems like the dialogue seems natural. And you don't really get a lot of, well, visual novels that actually have voice-acted lines unless you go for the other kind. But in the meantime, this is starting to get very engaging with the whole prospect. I do like the art style. I think it complements the themes that they're going for so far in this time. And, well, let's see. Let's go to the title screen. All right. So there we go. Thank you ever so much for tuning in to this game of Eliza. I will be playing more of this every Tuesday until it's officially finished. But even then, I might try out the other routes because this has multiple endings and different playthroughs. And we'll see how it differs for each one. Visual novels normally have a nice knack for that kind of detail. So, with that out of the way, thank you so much for stopping by tonight's stream. I hope you enjoyed yourselves regardless.